down, coming out of PE town. Drink, find a shot, never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle, have a Gino shot.
Gino shot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot!
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle, get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Center Stage.
Right, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, right at the bottom there, Phil. No, yeah, there we go. We're in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gino's spot. Tonight we've decided to move everything around, so everything is it was a mess this afternoon, but now it's very nice, and I think that we've got a good camera angles now coming from this side. Well, Tuesday night, 6:30 every single Tuesday, we do our Gino spot. Interviewing somebody from Port Elizabeth or Gqeberha or the surrounds or East London or Grahamstown, Eastern Cape. We like the Eastern Cape. That's where we feel the most at home, you know. Doesn't matter how far away you are. Once you've been in the Eastern Cape, once you're born in the Eastern Cape and you're brought up here, then nothing else is home. Nothing else. So welcome to the Eastern Cape. Welcome to Gino's spot. And thank you to our sponsors. We have Fitch and Leeds over here. And on this side, Fitch and Leeds has obviously been here since the beginning. We had 3, 4, 5 years now already. Fitch and Leeds been on board. So very thankful to them. Always support them. Fantastic. Tonight we've got a bit of wine. Our guest Nici likes a bit of wine, so we'll have a bit of that now. And the other thing, Fat Cats Catering. We have Fat Cats. You can, if you once you take away that sign, you'll see there's a beautiful platter of stuff that we've been eating. Oh, there we go. I'm going to pick it up so that you can see. Look at that. Look at the beautiful food. Grace, this is a good one, so we can just chip away at it as we talk to our guest. And Pinion is our next sponsor. They are accountant. Well, they're our accountants. They've been amazing. They've sorted us out for the last 10, 12, 15 years. In fact, I think with Centre Stage, they've been with Centre Stage even longer, probably the full 20 years. And but they mostly do agriculture, you know. Agriculture. Well, you know, we're the only one that's not farmers with them, but they do everybody. So and they've been fantastic to us as well. So thank you to Pinion, and then of course Amobia for our internet right behind me here. Amobia and Nici, and it's another Nici's Nicholas Smith. She's been absolutely wonderful over the last 5 years as well. Supplying our internet, and whenever there's a hassle, we know where to phone and sort it out as well. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gino's spot. We're going to introduce our guest. We've got a special guest, and I'm wearing my special. Oh God, I've done the buttons up wrong. Look at it. I can see now in the camera that I've done the buttons up wrong. So, welcome to Gino's spot. We've got Nici Lovemore on with the Nelson Mandela Bay Dance Festival. Let's have a chat. Cheers.
Welcome to the show. Now it's your time to shine. We're gonna have a like a chat tonight. Another good time.
So next, I'll just take I'll get undressed in front of you again. Yeah, starting to get undressed in front of you here. But welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Nici Lovemore, lovely to have you on.
Thank you. I didn't realize it was a cocktail party.
You know, it is a bit of a cocktail party.
And you got all dressed up.
I did. And like I said, we've set the cameras angles up nicely.
Yeah, but I've rehearsed on all the old angles.
I know, did you rehearse on it? But you've been, and I'm so glad you were able to come, because I phoned up Carol Ann Cash.
Yes.
Carol, Sia, I love her.
Yes.
And I phoned and said, what's Nici doing? Because I see the dance festival's on. What's going on?
Yeah.
And don't you want to come on Tuesday? And she was like, yeah, we can. And I could see her mind was just racing, because you guys have been so bloody busy.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the last thing you need is another guy to say, oh, you're going to come for an interview on Tuesday night.
So I'm sitting here drinking wine instead of sitting backstage announcing hundreds and hundreds of solos. So it's actually quite pleasant. So
cheers.
cheers.
Good. Cheers to that. Well, we won't keep you too long
Yeah,
either. We'll.
and my friends will tell you this is one of my 4 glasses of wine a year because
Oh, really? Oh, the fourth one. So we'll get her to talk a lot tonight then. Right?
a year, I said.
Yeah, all right. Oh. Gordon Bennett. No, a glass of wine is lovely. We normally have the Fitch and Leeds, but we've got them advertised there as well, you know.
And this food's really impressive, I must say.
You know, Grace.
I'm a bit of a foodie, so I do know Grace.
A couple of
love
nuts,
the
a
food,
couple
yeah.
of nuts, a couple of things. It's very nice to
Yeah.
just chow these on,
Very nice.
as we chat.
Yeah.
So, Nici, it's Nelson Mandela Bay Dance Festival. This
Yes.
is what's happening at the moment.
Yes, very
You
much
are
so.
in the thick of it. You've just
Yes,
started.
We started yesterday. We had an awesome first day. I mean, the first day is always, we never quite know what's going to happen.
Okay.
We had a hit and miss the day before because of the electricity thing. But
Oh, yeah.
fortunately, Universal Power came to our rescue at the last minute and we put a generator in.
Jenny's.
And it's there for the week. So
Imagine.
whatever happens, we're going to be fine.
Oh, shame.
And
Who's Universal Power? You can punt him.
yes, it's called Universal Power. It's Carl. What's his name?
Carl.
Buchanan, yeah, Carl.
Okay. Carl from Universal
Yes,
Power.
yeah,
Fantastic.
cheers. No, he really did save the day.
Wow.
And we had a bumper first day, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, the first day, as I say, we never quite know what to expect. And it was people in and out the whole day because it's slightly different because it's a lot of different categories and a lot of different age groups and people come and watch their kids.
Yeah, so it's not a show. It just carries on. It's
Carries
just like
on
from
for
what
a
time to
whole
what?
week.
What time to what time in the day?
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday it starts at about 1 until about 9 o'clock at night.
Wow.
And then Thursday and Friday it starts earlier in the morning from about 9 o'clock until 9 at night because we have a lot of studios from out of town. So we try and put them towards the weekend.
All right.
And then Saturday until 3. And then Saturday night we have an awesome gala evening, which is the adjudicators' pick of the week's highlights.
Okay.
And also the champions, we have a championship event on Friday night and the winners are chosen and then they get to dance on Saturday night and also a few other winners. And we have a very big surprise on Saturday night. We have a sneak peek of Annie. So the cast is coming and showing us a bit of
That's
Annie.
Robin Williams'
That's it.
new
Yes,
show.
yes,
Fantastic.
absolutely.
Okay.
So Robin will be there with Annie, which will be awesome. It's such an uplifting
Yes.
show. And we also have Darren Rockman, who's also local and
Yes.
just got into a big international show. He's not allowed to say which one
Oh.
it is.
He
So
hasn't been
he's going
announced
to
yet.
be
Okay.
our MC on
Fantastic.
Saturday night. And then at the end of the show, we have a prize giving. And Ash Searle is our awesome adjudicator.
Ash Searle from Cape Town.
That's it, yes,
He
yes.
ran the theatre at Hout Bay. I
Yes,
think,
he owns the Cork
Fisher-
Bay. He owns the Cork Bay
Cork Bay.
Theatre. That's it.
Cork
Yes,
Bay, yeah, yeah.
very, very active and just an all-round talented.
And his wife
awesome
Vanessa
guy.
is a brilliant dancer.
Yes, that's
as well.
right. Yes, yeah.
Um,
So Ash, I mean, he sent his regards. He
Yes.
didn't bring his towel.
Yes. When I saw him last, he was doing an act with his brother
Yes,
Brad, who's
yes,
also
yeah,
a
yes,
nutcase.
I know.
And they did this thing with a towel. It was
Yeah.
a French thing originally, I think.
yeah.
And they move the towel around. You can never see
Yes.
see their privates.
He says he's not inhibited at all, so he doesn't really care. But he
doesn't
sends
care.
his regards. And before I forget, what Ash is big on,
Yeah.
because it's a festival, so obviously technique has got to be there for dance. Technique is always obviously very important. But because it's a festival, it's to encourage stage performance. And my late mom started the festival as the PE Dance Festival with her friend and also a ballet teacher, Jennifer Abraham,
Okay.
to improve the standard of dance and also give people the opportunity to perform on the stage. So it's about performance, and Ash is all about performance.
Yes.
So he knows a lot about a lot of technique, lots of different genres of dance, but he's very much about performance, and he keeps saying he's all about the face. And if I know anyone in PE that's about the face, it's you. So I've actually especially brought you a medal.
Oh, no way.
You've
You
got
know,
your very own.
I never get the
Well, there we
prize.
go. You've got your very own Nelson Mandela
Oh,
Bay Dance Festival
Excellent. I love
medal.
it.
And
Well, you
that's
better put
for-
it on me,
Yes,
you
yeah,
know,
I'm going to
because
put
then
it on
otherwise
and
it's
do the
not a
whole
real
thing.
medal.
So that's for having the most expressive face in Port Elizabeth. There we go.
Ah, fantastic. Yeah.
So, yeah.
My very first
Oh,
prize.
good. So
I need-
those are the medals that every participant gets. So everyone
Okay.
that goes onto the stage, from littlies to the oldest person, whatever their standard of performance, they'll get a
They
medal
get
like
one of
that,
these,
lovely
eh?
medal. And also then the beauty of it is that there are sections for people that just enjoy dance and are never going to make a career of it. But then we also
Yes.
have the very serious side of it, where
Okay.
it's a platform really to launch dance careers, and it's
Yeah.
done a lot of that as well. Yeah, yeah.
It's for everybody, but there's a you know, as you get better and better,
Yes,
there's
yes.
space for you to
That's
move
right.
up.
Yes, yes. And right from the start, you know, my mum was all about, it doesn't matter that we're from little old PE.
Yeah.
You must be able to stand tall on any stage in the world. So it's all about getting the level and keeping the level where it should be, so that you can go anywhere and not feel like you're the person from the, you know, the outback sort of thing.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
And that's what it does. I mean, Ash said to me that he can't believe, he was thinking about the number of performers and also musicians and dancers and actors, and realize how many of the really good ones come from this part of the world. So it's from that sort of
Yeah, it's amazing how it
grounding.
works.
Yeah.
I don't quite know, but I mean, I know that I did last weekend. I did the Muir Boys reunion,
Yes.
and I mean, oldest school in the country. I think 203 years now,
Wow. Yeah.
and they celebrated the 200th year a little while ago, and just unbelievable how many talented individuals come from Uitenhage alone.
Oh, really? Yes.
Never mind
Yes,
PE,
yes, for
and
sure.
and I think it's just because there's bugger all to do there. they decide they're going to do something, and the musicians and the arts
Yes, yes.
seem to bash through, you know.
Yes, yeah.
And you're talking about the PE sort of thing. Oh, you know, up in Joburg, the guys come from PE. Oh, yeah, I don't know. But you know, often the talent is absolutely there. You know?
Absolutely. But even, I mean, a lot of things, like in my day job, I've been in corporate for over
Yes,
30
in
years.
pharmaceuticals.
That's
or
right.
something.
So,
Drug smuggler, really.
and 10 years of that was actually working in London. And also there, like you go there thinking, you know, how am I going to, because you sort of having to speak to these doctors you see on these global stages of specialists, and I'm sitting like this with him, little old me from PE. But you realize actually we can do that. We can be proud of where we come from. And I was actually proud of not just me, but us, you know. Because we really can be very proud, and we must own it, because we've got a lot to offer the world, you know, the world, not just our little bubble here.
Absolutely, and you can feel confident because people are people. It doesn't matter who you're talking about.
That's exactly the conclusion I've come to.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody is the same,
Yes.
and they've just got different skills and different things, and they can, you know, they've got. Like if it's a performer, he might be able to whip up a crowd or whatever. But when you're talking one-to-one, it's people again.
Yes, that's
you know?
right. Yeah.
Always.
Yes, and also the discipline. You know, like I'm sure you as a musician will value this, and I've seen it actually with my son, who thinks it's incredible that I'm on a podcast tonight, because he's got a very successful YouTube channel.
Oh wow!
And he's been very disciplined with it in all the years that he studied.
Yes.
He's on this night he does this, and then he does this video, and I think it also comes from his music career. Well, his music years through Grey High School, because 6:30 in the morning I was dropping him at school. They were in that band practice with Sean Lyon. And
Sean.
you know what it's like. And I think that has been invaluable, because that discipline is ingrained in him. And I think that's one of the things that's made him able to do what he's doing. You know, that he can actually have that amount of focus. Because also it's not, with dance as well, it's not the overnight success that people seem to crave these days. You know, it's that you have to honor the journey, and it's years and years and years of grind. So you might see a little 10-year-old doing a few what looks like a boring few basic steps, but that's what you have to nurture, and not just throw your body around the stage. And people that don't understand dance might think, well, how can that child, you know, score higher than my child who did this impressive dance? And then I mentioned to you earlier that Ash gave us a very good example of himself being obviously a dad involved in show business. And his son's a water polo player. And, you know, he used to sit by the pool and not know anything about water polo and think that the coach didn't know what he was doing. And then he went and educated himself a bit about water polo. And then he kind of understood, well, actually, I can recognize that, and I can see that that's what has to be worked on. And he challenged, especially the dads in the audience, to go and do that and learn a bit more about dance, so that actually they can talk the language a bit better and can understand why perhaps the child is not yet where they
And where to
need to
improve.
be.
You know, it's like and it's like anything. It's difficult to judge art.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
whether it's
Yes,
dance,
yes.
whether it's music,
Yes,
whatever.
yes.
Because everybody's got their little speciality
Yes,
points
yes,
and the things that they do
Yeah,
well in.
yeah.
But you've got to look at the overall picture.
That's right,
I,
yeah.
I do get that.
Yes, yeah.
And so with dance, and you know, if you learn about it, it does help you.
Yes.
And then also, in the end, a competition doesn't really matter.
Yes.
If you want to dance professionally, you go for it
Yes,
and do
yes,
it.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you're good enough, you'll get the
That's
jobs.
right, yeah.
You
And
know.
also, there's so many different genres, and even
Yeah.
within genres, I mean, like even
Yes.
hip hop, for example, there's so many
Yeah.
different styles, there's so many different influences, and also I prefer to get one adjudicator who can adjudicate all of them, and there are not many of those people around, because I mean, there are some competitions or festivals who will maybe get somebody in for the ballet and somebody in for the tap, but then that person that does the ballet might be a more kind of lenient person.
Yeah.
And then the person that comes in that judges the tap might be very strict.
Yeah.
So then it's not really a level playing field for
Yes.
that festival.
Yes,
So I
it'd be good
prefer
different.
somebody who can do all of them. And somebody like Ash, and we've had, for example, Delia Sainsbury a few years ago, and we had Indian dance, which she knows nothing about. So she
Yeah.
asked for some notes before.
Yeah.
But I always will get somebody
Indian
who can add value. So even
Yeah.
if you don't know, like you with music, even
Yeah.
if it's a type of music that you perhaps are not that into or
Yeah.
familiar with, you'll know
Yes.
if it's a good musician or
Yes.
not.
Yes.
So it'll always be somebody who can add value so that when they give feedback, which we always do, we
Yes.
don't just give a mark.
Yeah.
Because what does 5 out of 10 tell you?
Doesn't
Doesn't
nothing.
tell you
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
So we
Great.
don't work with a rubric. We
Okay.
work with a comment, and
Okay.
obviously if the person gets a gold award, then they do give a mark, obviously,
Yeah.
because that's how you get a winner.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we always have comments, so it's something to work on and something to build on.
Yeah.
So it makes it much more constructive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's better. And you have to have that, because especially with something like dance, there's so many things that you never know everything. You know, you're
That's right.
always learning
Yes,
something new.
absolutely, yes,
So the
yeah,
more information you can get, the better, whether you like it or not.
Yes, yes.
You know.
And when I came on board, which happened, I mean, as I say, my mom, festival has been in my life forever because she
Yes.
started it so long
Yes, your
ago.
mom started it. Huh?
Yes, with her colleague and ballet teacher Jennifer Abram as well. The two of them founded it 44 years ago.
Wow,
And
44.
to elevate the standard of dance, and as I said, to keep it where it should be
Yes.
globally. And then, and it carried on, and I lived overseas for a while, came back, and things change, and eventually it got to a point where things changed quite a lot. And then in 2018, they approached me to please step in because we want the legacy to continue.
Okay.
And I thought, oh my word, do I have to do this? I mean, because if I do something, I do it fully and properly.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
also because of my day job and being in the corporate world, I've been exposed to lots of events and how things are run. And
Well, you're
so-
quite OCD like that. Is she OCD?
Pretty
Okay.
much. So that's the thing. So I thought, well, okay, let me try and I'll do it for 3 years and see where we are.
Yes.
And also, Gino, I think in life there are 3 types of people really. There are people that make things happen, and there are people that watch things happen, and there are people that say, what happened,
Yes.
So I thought, well, let me surround myself with people that make things happen, that are passionate about dance.
Yeah.
So I approached people like, at the time, Linda Harwood, who
Oh,
had
Linda. Love her.
daughters who dance beautifully and
Okay.
obviously very involved in events and that sort of thing.
Yes.
And Carol Ann
Carol Ann
who's
Cash,
Carol
yeah.
Ann Cash, who loves dance and also had a daughter who's now
Yes, Gemma.
on the professional stage.
Absolutely. And doing so well.
And they also want to give back because dance has given their daughter so much over
Yes.
the years. So I got the right people on the committee.
Yes,
And we thought,
they're
let's go
passionate
for
about it.
Yeah. And we work together so well, and we complement each other, and we've all got different strengths. So we've really raised the bar, and everybody wants to come to our festival now. And every
Good.
year we kind of add something else, and we learn as we go along. And it's amazing. We love it. We love running it. And the dancers and the teachers and the parents, everybody seem to love attending it. And
Yes.
that's what we want. It's the love of dance, you know. So I went in there with my kind of OCD. If I'm going to do it, we're going to do it this way. And here we are. So now it's I think our 8th year.
Yeah.
And there's no sign of it. It's
What
just
kind of
good.
team? What kind of team are you looking at? I mean, obviously you and Carol Ann probably driving it.
Yes, well, I'm the chair lady,
Okay.
and then Carol Ann does our marketing very
Okay.
successfully,
Yes.
hence me being here
Yes,
tonight.
yeah.
And they're filling in for me because I was supposed to be announcing
Yes,
tonight.
announcing.
And then Tanya van den Berg, whose daughter dances professionally in W Groove, which is a ballet
Tanya,
company.
is that Tanya? It's surfing Tanya.
No.
No, that's fun.
it's ballet
No.
Tanya.
Okay, ballet Tanya. Okay.
So Ballet Tanya does ballet for W Groove, which is a professional company in Johannesburg, and they will be coming here quite soon, so people must go and watch
Okay.
them.
What's it called?
So,
Groove?
W Groove.
W Groove.
Yes,
Okay.
WGRUV.
Okay.
So Tanya, and she's admin. I mean, she's really, because Caroline and I are not the greatest at admin. So she puts the program together. I mean, if you think about literally 1,000 dancers, and they're 2 minutes each spread over a whole week. You must know what that takes.
2 minutes a pop.
And then we put, well, approximately, and then we put all the music together, and we have bass from Magnetic Storm, who does a
Bass.
brilliant job.
Bass is lovely.
So
I
he's been
absolutely
with
love
us
him.
every year, and it's flawless.
Such a
You know,
calm,
yes,
collected
yes,
guy as well,
yes,
Bass.
yes,
So he's always like,
And
he's,
you think about all those little bits of music that
Man.
have got to follow for a whole week, and he gets it right. So we've built our team, and then obviously we do have casual staff that we use when the festival's actually on. There's a lot of work before. I also have a very strong committee, which the dance teachers are on. Obviously, we don't know about when it comes from the technical side of what the dancer should be and what's expected, that I couldn't do without the teachers on our committee, because that's obviously what their contribution is, and that's why we're here, because it's for them, to provide a platform for them to actually be able to do it. And the person who I said to you earlier really came and pleadingly to me a few years ago was Marlene Rubich, who is one of the oldest stalwarts of the festival, and she is just amazing. So if it wasn't for her, we probably wouldn't be here, because she kind of came to me, and then I kind of thought, okay, let's try and do this, and thought, well, you come on board, and we all got together, and the dance teachers have been incredible, so supportive, and the parents, and here we are.
So I mean, with these dance teachers, because I'm a musician, so I see dancers here and there. They just appear and then they disappear.
Yes, sure.
They disappear.
Yes.
Where do they rehearse?
Yes,
Where are
yes,
they?
well,
where are they doing
that's
stuff?
the
I mean,
thing, yes,
you know, are there a lot of dance studios around town? I mean,
Well, we have 26 studios taking part in Nelson Mandela Bay Dance Festival this year.
are they all from PE?
They're not all from PE,
Oh,
no. Well, that's
goodness,
the other
I
good
was
thing.
gonna
I
say.
mean,
Yes.
we have Graf Renette people coming, we have George, we have Neisner, Grahamstown, Jeffreys Bay, so the others come as well. And then the thing is also, and one of the reasons why my late mom started it was because back in the day, to do your own studio show in the opera house, well, it cost a bomb,
too much.
So that's why it was also one of the drivers
So you
of
do
the
it together.
festival. So it was an opportunity for people to perform, but so it provided the platform. So that was because it's so important for dancers to get stage time, as you know,
Yes,
as a performer.
The more you get on stage, the
That's
better
it,
that there's
yeah.
audio. You need
So-
that audience
Yes,
reaction.
So that was one of the driving forces behind
Fantastic.
it.
And it's at the Savoy,
It's at the Savoy, yes, the whole week, yeah.
which is also a lovely big stage,
Yes,
great
that's
stage
right.
as well.
Yes,
if I
that's
remember
right. And we
correctly.
actually bring in extra. We built dressing rooms. You know the bar area. It's now full
Yes.
of partitioned dressing rooms.
Okay.
You know, like exhibition when you have a corporate
Yes.
exhibition, but we cordon them off with curtains and put
Okay.
mirrors in, and so
lovely.
we increase it, and we put lovely. You must come, actually.
Yeah, I must
I'm
actually come.
you must come and watch on
Yeah.
Saturday night,
That'll
and
be
come and
lovely.
see what we do in the theatre, because there's always a surprise when you walk in. We've got that little magazine box thing that's trending right now, and people stand in and take photographs.
Oh, like a selfie box kind of
Yes,
vibe.
but
Oh,
a
lovely.
massive one, like looks like you're on a magazine cover.
Oh, wow.
So, and the kids absolutely love it,
Yes,
and the
yes.
adults actually. So everybody must come and get in the magazine.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
the parents and the teachers and everything. So it's a lot of fun.
What a good
really
idea,
is,
yeah.
yeah.
And just, there's some comments. There's some comments coming
okay.
through. We get some more. Come on, barman. Your hubby's going to be barman, so it's in the kitchen there. Here we go. Esme Kaywood says, "Beautiful, hi, beautiful Nikki." She says, "Esme."
Sweet.
And who else is there? Let's say hi, Esme. Lovely to see you. Martin Rimmer. Hey,
Oh.
I know Martin Rimmer.
Yeah, geez, that's old Mary's boy. You know, I was
Yes.
a Prairie girl. So.
So you were a Prairie girl as well.
Yeah.
Philippa Philippa was a Trinity girl as well. You know,
Okay.
she was at Holy Rosary.
Yeah,
But
well, I'm showing my age because we were the last year of the original Priory. We were
Well-
matric in the last year of the original Priory.
oh wow, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So she was. Oh,
Yeah.
no, no. Philippa was. I think she was in standard 6 then. Yeah, she was.
And
in
Martin
standard-
was in my science class because they decided to, I don't know, but Priory didn't offer science and they wanted to offer it. So 8 of us used to go to Maris first. Can you imagine? The front of the boys' assembly, 8 girls.
For
We used to
science?
go to for science
Oh, my
first
word.
thing. And,
Yeah, exactly.
Martin, can you imagine? I mean, and Martin was in my science class.
Oh, my word. He's the worst of a lot of them. Oh, nice to see you there, Martin. And Robin Williams, there we go. Hello, the beautist in the middle of any rehearsal, but had to check in for 2 faves. Thank you, Robin. We love you as well.
Thanks, Robin.
She's working hard.
Yeah, good. To bring
As
us the number on Saturday night.
The number on
Yes.
Saturday night, and
Yeah.
you know, she's as she gets into her retirement, she's working harder than she's ever worked in her bloody life, man.
Yes, I know. Yeah, definitely. You know,
Yeah.
we've got lots in store, I'm sure.
And I know that last time she had a nice bit of red wine with me, but now she's not anymore as well. She's focused and unbelievable, really. Robin, we love you. Keith Faree.
Okay.
What Nici and I have such a rich history that spans 40 years.
Oh,
Were you
goodness.
also a
No,
spur
yes,
girl?
I was, yeah.
Can you do that?
Also
Happy
way
birthday,
back.
happy birthday, happy birthday.
Also, way back in the day. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, with Carol Jean and
Oh,
all the
goodness, yes.
all that
But
lot.
we all hustled, hey? The student jobs and
Yeah.
everything else. And that's actually why my son, I mentioned his YouTube channel.
Yes.
Because he was in matric in 2019, and we just think it's good form for a kid to have a student job when they're a student. So we encourage that. But then all the restaurants closed and the bars closed,
Yes,
so there
of
weren't
course.
any. So then he decided to build on his YouTube channel. That year was a big year for him in starting to do that, and now he's got over 200,000 subscribers, and he's killing it. You know,
It's
so,
absolutely amazing. I must have him on.
Yes.
I must definitely have, he can teach me a couple of things.
Yes,
He says the dwarfs Gino spot. That's amazing. And yeah, I mean, our children just grow up in this zone
Yes. Yeah.
where they understand technology completely.
Oh,
you know.
totally. Yes.
And we sickle so much
I
with the
know, I know,
computers
I
here
know, I
now.
know. Well, we were in New York. I had a big birthday in June, and
nice.
instead of a party, we went to New York, and it was so good to have Chandler with us because he, you know, some app on his phone, and he knew exactly like we need to get there, so just go down this staircase to this subway, and you know, so
Wow.
it's actually handy to have.
Absolutely, it is.
a youngster around. Yeah.
They know what's
Yeah,
potting, and
Yeah.
and also I mean, I don't know how AI and this whole thing is affecting dance. I can't see it how it would until robotics gets to a point.
Yes, I know. It's scary.
But
yeah.
but I mean, if you find technology, has it affected dance at all? Or is dance still done the same way?
I think when it comes to the music, it's made it easier because you know everything's so much more portable, and you can do so much with technology. So I think from that point of view, which you would know about, it's changed it a lot. And also, people are exposed to so much, and therein lies the rub as well, because it's all very well being influenced by what you see on YouTube and at other competitions, but there's a fine line between creating your own choreography and being inspired by somebody else's choreography. So it's a bit of a fine line, you know, because of course everyone's going to be inspired, whether it's making food or whatever it is, you are going to take, because that's how creativity works.
Well, they say that, I mean, with music, and it would be the same with dance, is that there's nothing you can do that hasn't been done before. In dance, maybe there are physical boundaries, you know. Music, it's not really like that. It's like, you cannot think of a melody that hasn't been used somewhere there. You cannot, and that's why, I mean, and these guys that are using AI to write songs and stuff, you know, it's like, it's taken that whole thing and made so much noise. As a creative musician yourself, how is it going to survive? The only way I can think is that people will seek out the real creativity, the real
the
musicianship,
authenticity,
the live performances, and
yes.
then dance has to be a major part of that.
There's nothing better. I mean, I remember from the early days of the PE Dance Festival, you go in there, the lights go down. No matter what's gone on in
Yeah.
your normal life, it's
Yes.
like suddenly it's this zone, and
Yeah.
the music comes up, and it's like, wow, we're here, and it's a
Yes.
completely different feeling. And I think nothing compares to that.
Yeah.
Even watching something on a screen doesn't come
No,
close to that.
it's about the relationship
Yes,
with
yes,
the audience and
yeah.
the
And the
dan-
energy,
the energy
exchange
that
of
you
energy, yeah.
yes
yeah,
the
yeah.
exchange of energy, and there's nothing like being on stage and doing and performing
Yes,
and
yeah,
getting that
yes,
response,
yeah.
and I just hope and pray that it will go back to that village mentality.
Yes.
You'd rather go, instead of watching TV or YouTube or whatever,
Yeah,
you'd
yeah,
rather get up and go to the
Go and
nearest
see. Yes,
venue,
yes,
the nearest
yes.
pub, the nearest
Yeah.
theatre to go
Yes.
and watch something live.
Yes, yes.
Because that's what you need. You need to see it live.
Yes, yes. And when you do, I find when we do go, you think, oh, we should do this more often because it's just so, it's amazing. It's so different to anything else.
It's
you
the
know,
best.
so-
It's the best because you
Yes,
build
yeah,
that relationship
yeah.
with not only people with you in the audience, but also that live with that performer. You know?
Yes, yeah.
And the performers need it so much.
Yeah.
They need that.
Yes. But I think, I was lucky enough to see Joseph in Johannesburg a few weeks ago. I went to
Okay.
see Jem. I sort of connected it onto it.
Yes, Gemma's doing. Bissika is doing. Is it?
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Joseph, yes. And it just blew me away. And the audience, you can see it's tangible that they just absolutely love it. Every seat was full, all ages. And also, I know that soundtrack back to front. It was part of my
Yes, I love it
lullaby
as well.
repertoire
Good,
when,
good, good.
Chanda
Joseph.
was a baby. And then when he went on to do music at Grey, he said, he seems to know these songs. Why does he know these songs? And there must have been something going on, when
From you.
those
Yeah.
early bits which he didn't remember from when he was a
Yeah.
baby. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think I've done that show at least 3 times
Yeah.
through my school career.
Yes,
You know.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
And the music is fantastic.
It
My
is,
best
yeah.
is the little Elvis
Yes,
section.
yes, yes. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah,
I could have done that. I could have done that. I got to do Elvis.
yeah, and the face.
yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
don't forget the face.
Absolutely, you are.
Yeah.
Now, tell me now. Let's go back into your history.
Yeah.
Where were you born and bred?
Yeah, in
PE.
St. Joseph's Hospital.
St. Joseph's, which is St.
St.
George's.
George's, yes. So,
Yes.
Yes, and
Okay.
yeah, and
Because you were Catholic, you had to
No, I
be there.
wasn't. I'm not Catholic.
Oh, not
no,
really?
I'm
I thought you went
No,
to Priory.
I did.
Ah,
But
but
only,
you
I'll
were-
tell you why, because I was 5, but my parents knew I was ready for school, and we went to collegiate for the interview, and the headmistress just looked at my age. She didn't even talk to me and said, bring her back next year. But my parents knew I was ready for school. So they took me to St. Anne's, which was the beginning bit of Priory in the day.
Oh, St. Anne's, so
And
you were
that's
there as well.
how-
Philippa
that's
was
how-
also at
yeah,
St. Anne's.
that's why I ended up at Priory, and I'm so glad I did, because we're still
Yeah.
friends with my little group that went all the way
Yes,
through.
from St.
And,
Anne's.
yes.
Amazing.
so,
And right next to St. Bernadette's, the 8th Avenue Warmer. The guys will
Yeah,
know it out there.
yeah, yes,
They know.
yeah,
They love
yeah,
to
yeah.
remember these places
Yes,
in Warmer.
And also, but to go back further, my grandparents, my dad's parents were British, and then my grandfather was asked to
What was
do
your maiden name?
Ballinger.
Ballinger.
Yes.
Oh, Ballinger.
So the Ballingers were British from the Cotswolds.
Cool. No, the Cotswolds.
yes, and
Lovely,
then-
lovely
And
place.
then my grandfather was asked to move to Australia to open a branch of the chemical company he worked for. So they
Oh,
moved
what
to
is it?
Australia.
Glaxo? What?
No,
you're
no,
allowed
no,
to say
no,
it.
no. It's not around anymore. A chemical, not a pharmaceutical, a chemical.
Oh,
company.
jeez. Like
So they moved to Australia. My dad was actually born there in Sydney, but when he was a baby, they moved to Melbourne.
Okay.
And then when my dad was 16, they asked my grandfather to move here to do the same thing. So he came. So they did a full circle.
Okay.
Came here, and he at 16, 17 did his 2 last years at Grey with his very broad Australian accent.
Yes.
Anyway, so years later, met my mum. Actually, I think something to do with the theatre, some musical. They met and did ballroom together.
What?
So it's very much entrenched.
So was your mom a PE?
Yes.
PE
my mum-
stalwart. What was
My
her
mum was
surname?
Evely. Bob
An
Evely's-
Everly.
yeah,
Oh my
Bob Evely's
word.
sister.
Bob.
Yeah, so-
It's Bob's sister.
Sister, yeah.
No way. Bob
Yes.
Everly's sister was your granny.
Bob Evely's sister was
Was
my
your mom? Were your
My
mom?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes, yes.
Gordon
Sorry, I
Bennett,
did
you're
think as well.
Bob's niece.
Yes, yes. So yeah, so there we go. So there's
Oh,
theatre
my
entrenched,
word.
you see. So much as my
That's just put a whole new perspective on
yeah,
you, Nikki.
yeah, exactly,
I
I
just
know.
see.
Try to hide
I'm
it,
gonna
yeah.
see all Bob. I've seen Bob in you now.
But also, my dad was a pharmacist, And he actually would have loved me to be a pharmacist because at that time, back in it, and he unfortunately died when I was 15 of a heart attack. It was terrible. But one of the reasons he wanted me to do pharmacy was because it was one of the few professions where women were paid the same as men. So he was all about that sort of thing, you know. So
It's amazing with your daughter. Eh?
yeah, so
I mean, if you got daughters, I've got sons.
Yeah.
But but I just know that you know, you want the best for your
yes,
daughter, and
absolutely,
why is
yeah,
that? That's
yeah,
not fair.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely not fair.
Yeah, so theatre is kind of in my blood
Okay.
as well, and
But your OCD allowed you to do
yes,
chemicals.
and also I do definitely have a creative side, which often comes
Yes.
out in food and that sort of thing.
Okay.
But I love, I've got this sort of quite colourful head interior landscape, convoluted but colourful, I think. So, you know, so it allows me that enjoyment of the arts in that way.
Yes, as well.
Yeah,
It's amazing
yeah,
that it, because to have that combination is amazing. Actually,
yeah.
it's rare.
Yeah.
Because musicians, artists are normally all over the place.
Yeah, yeah.
You say you
I
don't like to
can
do
be.
admin.
Yeah, I can be. Ask my husband, he will tell
Okay.
you.
No, but no, clearly you've got focus.
Yeah, I can. If I want to, then I will be hyper.
So there's not a lot of ADD there.
No, all that's weird. I don't know.
It's a bit of both.
But it's very much, I mean, my motto in life is to take the scenic route. You know, so whatever
Okay.
I'm doing, I like to do it with enjoyment along the way.
Yes.
Even like I will drive through a nice part of town to get to my next customer kind of thing, you know, that sort of thing. Obviously, it doesn't take too long.
Yes.
And but just enjoy it while we're here, you know, and also I just like to share good things. So that's what it's about. I find negative people very difficult to deal with. Because there's so much good out there. There really is, and there's so many good people and
Yes,
fun
there are.
people, and so if we can have fun along the way and help each other along the way, then why not? You know,
Are you quite nostalgic?
I am.
You like a bit of nostalgia, because I'm terribly
Yes,
nostalgic. I love it. But maybe as we get older, maybe we get more like.
I think so. And suddenly the scary thing is we are the older generation, which really scares me. You know, because
it's crazy.
I miss that generation above us, and suddenly there are not many left.
Yeah, and so it's your mom's Bob's sister. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And so and it's losing your dad at 15. That must have been tough.
That was awful, really awful.
Yeah.
So that was a long haul.
How old was he then?
He was 57.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they sort of went out for a long time and then had us quite late.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I mean,
How many
57's
siblings?
young. I've got a brother. He's 2
but-
years older than me, and and we are really close. And he's married to a ballet teacher. Can you believe it? I mean, there's so few out there. So what are the odds? You know.
Go in there as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's.
And clearly, your mom was then into dance as well.
Well, she taught ballet for over 40 years, and
Wow.
it really was her life. And you know, she was very, very much a committee person. If there was a committee, she was on it. Yeah,
Okay.
on it.
Like to get involved.
Yeah, very much. Even at school, and you know,
It's good because that builds relationships again.
it does.
you know,
Yes, it
and
does.
we need those people around us to build
yeah.
something.
It's all sense of community, I think, that we need, you know. So coming back to your point about watching live theatre, it's important. So people must come on Saturday night. and
Yes,
watch.
come and have a look. Well, let's have a look at some of the comments and see who's there. Greg van Staden, live bands will be back. It's a given. Thanks, Greg. Oh, that's my dear
Cheers-
uncle.
cheers to
That's
that.
my family.
Oh, there we go. So at
my
least the
mother was
family's watching.
my mother was a van Staden as well. you
Okay,
see.
good.
That's one of her siblings. And then let's see who else is there. Dominate. We hope they will. Absolutely. And who's that? Carrie Anderson. Carrie Anderson says, "Lovely to see you, Nikki."
Okay.
Another blondie there. I see.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh man, you know, Sandy Osborne. Hi, Nick and Gino. Behave, please. Yes, I know she's allowed. I'm on my best behavior. we had Jana Rademacher on last time. We were on, and she likes to drop a couple of F-bombs.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
But anything's allowed, so it's
Okay,
fine.
cool. Cheers. We'll cheers to that.
Yes. Okay, so Priory girl. That's I get that. That's you know, convent girls. A certain breed.
Yes.
And also generally on the liberal side, you know, and also like the nostalgia will be there as well. I mean, such a beautiful school, the buildings and the
Absolutely.
fields.
I'm so glad. I mean, we were all upset when it all happened, when things changed, which is normal. And I had to laugh because the boys from my science class at Marist,
Yes.
when
Martin Rimmer.
yes, when it was a 10-year reunion, because Marist is Warmer Park,
Yes, of course.
So
yeah.
they got Pick and Pay to sponsor, and they had their reunion in Warmer Park.
Oh, no ways. That's so classic.
Yeah,
That's so
it's
good.
quite sad, but but things move on, and that's the whole thing with the festival as well, because you evolve, and
Yes,
you have to do that. So
So it's now a PE Dance Festival. It's now
yes,
NMB
exactly
Nelson
that,
Mandela
yes.
Bay
and,
Dance
and
Festival.
also we try and lead, and you can't be stagnate,
Yeah.
So
What was your mom's vision of this the
well,
dance festival?
exactly that. To be on a level that anyone that was serious about dance could compete anywhere in the world and go and dance anywhere in the world, and also to be that we were there and thereabouts, because I think both my parents were very, my dad used to like to always educate us, and we travelled quite a bit around the country, and like to be ahead of. We were the first people in the street to have a TV set and that sort of thing.
Wow.
Not trying to be bougie
77
or anything,
or
but
76.
but because just there's so much out there to see.
Everybody came to your house.
Yes, and to see and to enjoy, and I think they were both like that, and very open-minded. I mean, my mum included everyone in the festival way before that was a done thing, So nobody was left behind. It was welcome, and they did outreach things before that was even a thing, and brought people to dance, and so I think that's definitely had an effect on me.
Do you still have that outreach thing, or is it built up enough of a name?
Yeah, no, we do. It has built up a name, but we do, and where there's help necessary, we help. So people don't even know actually, and they don't have to know.
Yes.
So we do where it's necessary, and also we have some ex-dance festival people that have gone on to do exceptionally well, like Warren Adams, who's in America. He started when his beloved ballet teacher passed away a couple of years ago, Gwen Mary Wells. He put an award in her honour, and he also put together the Warren Adams bursary, which is quite a considerable amount of money. Wow, and he's done really well in America. And he also then mentors. So last year it was Wyatt. His surname has just escaped me, but he's dancing overseas now, and then he connects with them and mentors them, Wyatt Ludick. And
Ludick.
Yes, and connects with them and helps them on their way. So, and that's from somebody that started dancing here in the northern areas many years ago, and has gone on to be absolutely at the forefront of the world's biggest and best stages. Wow. So it just shows you it's possible for anyone. Like I always say to my son, you're not better than anyone else, but no one else is better than you either.
Yes.
So don't ever be intimidated, and don't talk down to anybody, because as I say, we're all here to help each other along. So
And you're always learning.
yes,
learning.
that's right. So
Dancing is such a physical thing as well.
yes,
It's like the most hectic exercise.
Well, Ash has got he's in a moon boot. He snapped his Achilles on the stage.
Jeez.
So
I'm not surprised.
Exactly.
It's
so
like the amount of of energy that goes into dancing.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know that a lot of with Robin's bunch as well. A lot of them have gone up to go into the West End.
That's right, exactly.
And Broadway, and Lord knows what else,
And it's because it's good, solid grounding. Like I said, it comes back to, it's not instant gratification, sort of singing competition. Now you won, now you're a global star kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's the years of grind that people don't see what goes down for all those years, for those those 10 years, for that 10 minutes that now actually people notice you, and then that's the start of a proper career kind of thing. So. And I think that's what is still honoured here, is there are people with that sort of vision, and long may it last, that know that it has to be that way.
Well, you have to have that depth, otherwise it's not going to last.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, today's world is so, immediate gratification.
Yes,
it's like,
that's right.
It's like internet star for this.
yeah.
But if you haven't got the grounding, if that's just not a little section of who you are that you're showing, and then you've got so much more to give, you're never going to get any further.
That's right, yeah. But also just the extent of the discipline. I mean, watching Joseph, I mean, when you talk about energy, it's just insane, the current production. And you wonder how it's possible that those dancers are literally giving that amount of effort and energy for that length of time, and it just brings it back to how much it's almost like underrated as a career, because not many people could actually give that much into their chosen career.
It's such a special,
so
it's a specialized thing
so
as well.
demanding,
And I mean, is it something that, I mean, I think of dance. Do you need to diversify, because especially if you're going to be staying in a place like PE or whatever, you probably need to be able to sing and dance. What sort of advice do you give to these kids?
It depends. I mean, the triple threat is probably the best way, which they have to sing, dance, and act. I mean, all the theatre schools, that will be the people that will really, if they want to go on and do the big musicals. And also even, ballet, let's face it, if you were to just do the old classical ballet, I mean, even me who loves ballet and was brought up ballet, can get a bit boring, you know what I mean? So they change it up a lot within the companies, like W Groove, for example. And there are a lot of more contemporary sort of lyrical numbers.
They use the music and they make a show out of it.
It's a lot. And also, if you're going to want to go into dance as a career, you have to be able to do a few various styles, because a certain show might demand a certain style, and you're going to sort of limit your avenues if you can only do one or two. So that's why it's important for a serious dancer to diversify a lot as much as they can. And even look at the cruise ships. I mean, that's a big industry.
Amazing dancers on the cruise ship. It must be one of the biggest employers of dancers, because man,
and
every time you go on there, there's like 7, 8 dancers on stage.
And the standard is incredible. I mean, I've been blown away. Went on a cruise some years back, and I couldn't believe it. It was, it's really, really top class performers. So, and you don't see them. It's like also when we went to New York, talking about the performers, we went to Ellen Stardust Diner, where a lot of people that are between jobs, acting jobs, they go there and they wait on tables, but they also sing, so it's entertainment. And they're all out of work actors, but they're brilliant. It's like there's so many talented people out there. It's insane, and it's and we want to be entertained. We being the man in the street that's not out there wanting to sing and dance and whatever. So it comes back to what you're saying about the live performance being so important, and also with because like I said, I don't like to look at the negatives in life, but I mean, there's what's going on is quite scary out there. The more we can actually focus on things like that and uplift everybody and change the energy to a positive, lighter energy and a lightness of being, the better, I think.
You're absolutely right. I agree with you totally. It's just like you've got to pick you've got to make the world a happier place in the end. Isn't that like the core?
Sounds so Disney.
It's the core thing. You've got to try and help.
You have to try and make the world a happy place, because we're here once, and you want to try and be happy. It's.
And as a career, I mean, like you say, dance. Do you think that, like in your case, you had this other job as well? I did exactly the same thing. I had over the years various jobs, which allowed me also to do my music. So if for somebody that's starting out or deciding, okay, I'd really like to try and make a career of this, you probably need something just to parallel, just to keep it alive, to keep the things going, keep food on the table, as well, especially in the beginning, because you're going to need to you need to get into that zone, and unless you go on the ships like you say, and you're talented enough that you can immediately spring into something like that, it probably have a parallel income,
Yes, but it's a fine line, because if you're going to do it, if you want to do it properly,
you've
got to do it properly.
You've got to throw in,
You've got to. I mean, you've got to do that, like we talked about the ground, all the hours and hours of rehearsals. You've got to be available for whatever audition, whenever. So it's a difficult one, but
it's true.
But you get the people. Thank goodness there are the people that are so driven and so passionate and so talented that that's all.
They just give everything.
Do. They have to, thank goodness. So
it's like, if you think about it, it's like if you are prepared to make that gamble.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Where you're not gonna have food, you're not gonna have things in the beginning, but you're gonna give everything to that thing, and that's your goal.
Yes.
And you almost, it's a decision to make about with. I mean, you've got kids. You've got obviously your son.
son, yeah,
Your
just
son,
my son, yeah.
just one
Yes,
son.
yeah.
And I mean, your children become everything in your life.
Yes, yeah.
And for a dancer, you know, or somebody in the arts,
Yes,
it's a decision you've got
Yes,
you've got to
yes,
make.
yeah,
You know,
for sure. It's a very difficult one.
that idea for overseas and
Yes,
for
that's
going to
right,
make
yeah.
it big or whatever the story, that's
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
You've just got to,
Yeah.
you know, do
Well,
your
there's a
thing.
very small window of opportunity when you're maybe in your early 20s to
Yes.
go and do as much as you can. And
To
then
do it.
suddenly, if you want to do all those things, and you know, like we do, is if you want to have a family and do all and be around with
Yeah.
them, then
Yes.
what? So then you've got a very short space that you can really do that,
Yeah.
and then you've got to make some other plan.
Yeah.
But at least now with coming back to the internet and everything else,
Yeah.
at least there are other opportunities
Yeah.
that you can do actually from like we're doing here.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
so I think there's a lot more than there used to be.
What advice have you given your son for this? That sort of
Well,
thing?
that's
Is he in,
he's well. This is the
what
thing,
is his
you know,
skill? What is he into?
Well, he writes really well, and he has a commentary channel on his YouTube. So it's also a tough one. He said he's got to get a traditional career. I mean, a traditional degree.
Degree, yes.
But I don't know whether he will actually end up getting a traditional job.
Yeah.
But this year he's concentrating on his channel because he's earning dollars. And
Yes.
he doesn't want to earn dollars.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
yeah.
probably will end up back in England. And
Yeah.
then you've got to go there with the poor rand doesn't get you
No,
anywhere,
no, it
as you
doesn't
know.
help.
So,
Yeah.
so you know, it's a tough one because
Okay, but it is,
who knows? So
So
but-
it
but
is
he-
arts, but it's audio AV
but he's
really.
dri-
then.
but he's driven. So I think I don't actually know but he's doing really well at the moment. So which is the main thing. And
It's fantastic.
you know,
You're going to
yeah.
find his way. It's like
Yeah, I
it's
hope
like
so, yeah.
my boy as well. He's also
yes,
he's
exactly
DJing,
that, yeah.
and I just said to him, "Go for it. Just
Yeah,
go for it." And
yeah.
I mean, now you know, how do you the degrees, like you're talking about traditional degree? What is the value of that now?
Yeah,
You
I
know,
know.
you study accounts and thing, and next year your job's gone because AI's taken it.
Well, I know. Well, that's
You
you
know,
don't know. You see, so I think you've just got to be as prepared as possible.
Yeah.
And I mean, he did 2 years of law and decided that's not what he wanted to do. And then he went and did a BCom business and and marketing, which he really
that's always gonna help.
really enjoyed. And I think there are parallels with his because it's his own business really, the YouTube channel.
Entrepreneur.
Definitely, and he's driven. So I'm confident that it'll pan out.
Yeah.
I hope.
And you also, it's like for pharmaceuticals, so that is your day job.
Yes,
You got to
very
go out
much.
and see the
And that's
clients.
the other thing, because everybody that's involved with the dance festival, when I say everybody, meaning the committee, obviously the dance teachers,
Yes.
they teach dance, but then the ops people, myself and Tanya and Carol, we've all got hectic jobs.
Day
you know.
jobs,
So,
yes, I know.
so I mean,
Gotta
there've been
fit it all
years-
in.
I know there've been years where I've taken a whole week's leave because I feel like I have to be at the theatre. This week I'm off. I've taken leave on Thursday and Friday, and the rest of the week I'm there. Well, I would have been there now, you know, so I'm there in the evenings, and then obviously Saturday I'm there. But there's a lot of commitment, and it's you know.
Plenty.
So,
Have you found any synergies whatsoever with your day job at the dance?
that's a tough one. I can't say, but you see, it did make me apply myself to this, meaning to the dance festival, to the degree that I did. If I haven't been exposed to what I've been exposed to in my corporate life, it wouldn't be running, and I can say the same for Caroline and Tanya, it wouldn't be running like it does because we run it so that the dance teachers can get on and teach and come and dance. And I think we wouldn't be able to run it if we hadn't been exposed to what we've been exposed to in the corporate world. Definitely not. So because it was only going to be a certain level, or I wasn't going to do it.
Okay.
You know,
So and also so it's got to be a professional level. That's what the whole thing has got to be
Absolutely,
a fantastic
yeah.
comp. And having someone like Ash Searle there, that's fantastic.
yes,
all over in Cape
he's
Town.
been so good.
He's such a good actor.
He
He's and he's so pro. Those guys have run that theatre at Kalk Bay for I don't know how long. That is a job and a half. They've had waves coming in that place. They've had to redo the whole thing. I've been to shows there. It is a beautiful theatre.
Yes.
Beautiful.
No, he was really, and he's just so, his energy is amazing. He's so sincere, and he so wants to give good feedback, and he does it in such a good way because that's the other thing. there are certain competitions, I mean, not around here, but
Yeah.
they just hand out goals because it's almost
Yeah.
like that's what the parents want, you know,
Yeah.
or the kids want. But we don't do that because it's all about raising the standard and
Yes.
having a good reputation for quality, and that's what we're about. And he's about that as well. And he won't just say something just to
Yeah.
appease somebody.
Yes.
So it's been very constructive, but done in a really, really good way. So there's a really good hasn't been blunt. Like
Yeah.
we've had a few sarcastic and quite harsh critics. You know, when it comes to, I mean, it's wonderful if somebody's doing really well, but
Yeah.
sometimes when they're not and they need to be, things need to be pointed out. There's
Yes.
a certain way to do it, and he does it.
He
so
does it
well,
nicely.
so
Okay.
well,
Oh, that's so
yeah,
good because
yeah.
you need that constructive
Yeah.
criticism.
And he
as
brings
well.
it back to himself as a young dancer.
Yes.
And also sometimes when he didn't do particularly well in a competition, how that drove him to master a certain aspect. So
Yeah.
he
Different
also,
style or
he
different
makes
thing.
very relatable, and also brings it back to him as a dad with his kids. And there are lots of dads in the audience now.
Yeah.
So that's been really awesome. Yeah.
Because as a dad and as a parent now, I've loved my child to get involved in dance. If I had a daughter or if
Yes,
I had a
yeah.
son that was interested in dance, where's the entry point? Where do you get into these things?
Well, there are so many good studios. So that's, it's PE is also very much a word of mouth
Yeah,
town,
it
you know.
is.
So it also depends. I mean, you know your child, and I think if it's somebody you just want them to go and have a bit of fun at a
Yeah.
studio, or so then there are so many options. So
Yes.
you just ask this one and ask that one, and
Okay.
everybody's got
Have
a
the
friend.
schools?
Yes, in the schools, there are a lot of teachers that teach at the schools, or there's a studio nearby. So it's very easy to find out. And also you'll find that the styles differ, and so it depends what your child enjoys, you
Yes.
know, because there are lots of, and I mean, not everybody wants to have the hard technique driven into them because they've got this long-term goal of being a prima ballerina
Yeah.
for the Royal Ballet, you know. So it depends also on what sort of level you think they're going to be at, or
Yes.
if it's just the exercise enjoyment and the discipline of it, because that's in itself is
It's
a
a
really
thing.
good learning thing as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say just ask around really
Yeah.
in PE, because that's how we do things. You know?
Yes, yes,
There's always somebody who knows somebody, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Ash arrived at the airport. We went to fetch him, and now he's coming out on his crutches. So Lindsay and I
So
go and fetch him.
crutches.
And there's a ground staff lady walking with his suitcase, but I know her, so I go and hug her first, you know. So it's like a PE thing, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yes. I know. We
it's
all
like,
know if we know
we know
everybody.
everybody. So, yeah,
You as
so
well.
that's how we roll, you know.
I will also do that
Yeah,
at the airport. I always get, hey, Gino, how you doing? Where's Donna these days?
Yeah.
I always get, where's
I'm
Donna
sure.
these days?
Yeah.
But shame,
I'm
I know.
sure. But you must come on
Saturday, I would love to pop in and have a
especially now
squiz.
that you've got a medal. I mean, you're
Yeah,
part of the
and I've
family
got my
now.
shirt and my
Yes,
medal.
yeah,
Everything's ready to
Yeah,
go.
no,
And-
and you must come and pose in our magazine box. This
I'll do that.
This shirt would actually really look good in that.
Zhuzh.
Absolutely,
What?
yeah.
Zhuzh. Hey?
Yeah. And there's a cocktail party after.
You-
so, yeah,
Excellent. Well,
yeah,
that
yeah,
sounds like
yeah,
my
mm.
kind of scene,
Yeah,
you know,
for
Nikki.
sure. I can see.
All right. Well, I've got a short thing for the last few questions, just to end off. I've got a getting to know you section. Have we got that? Have we got the little video for the getting to know you, Phil? We need to do it. Let's do it.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Personality. All right. We'll dig into your personality a little
Yeah.
bit. Hopefully, we'll see. If you could switch lives with one person for a day, who would it be?
Oh, my goodness me. It would probably be some travel writer that went
Travel
to
writer.
exotic places and got to see lots of places and got to write about them.
She
and
not
take
traveled a
photographs.
lot. Have you traveled?
I have traveled a lot, but I want to travel a lot more. So I would love to do that. And then share my experience, because I love to share good things.
Bucket
I really
list.
do. So I love to take photographs of, just interesting people and see
Yeah.
how the people, when I travel, I love to go to the local supermarket and see what they buy and see, the normal things, not just go to the
You
tourist.
imagine Nikki running around the supermarket following people around.
I know, I do.
Where-
I do. I know my husband will attest to that. So, and pack one suitcase in the other, so they'll take an extra suitcase and come back with
Oh,
two
yes.
full suitcases.
2 full suitcases.
Yeah.
Oh, my
So,
God.
Yeah, so probably like a travel writer that I could go and experience.
Do you like
things.
writing as well?
I do, yes.
This is where your
do,
son gets
and
it from too. so.
Probably, and I do. I like food. I'm a foodie.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Tell me about your cooking and stuff.
Well, that's just a creative brain.
What's your
lets me
favorite
do
thing
that.
to cook?
No, I just like to cook things that look nice, you know, and taste nice. So it's very. I'm not one of those people who has a go-to.
Like
dish,
a steak
you know.
or a.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Good,
Yeah.
good
but,
for a steak.
But a really good.
Pasta.
I like to make nice things that look nice, like nice platters and.
But the color.
Yes, absolutely. It's very much
Vegetables,
so.
you know.
Yes, yeah.
Sounds
So,
healthy.
yeah, so I really enjoy that. But it's more just a creative outlet, even if it's just for us at home. I just get joy out of doing that. And
Do you watch MasterChef as well?
I do, of course. Yes, I do. Yeah.
I think I was starting to do that because I haven't. Everybody's like, I watch MasterChef. I'm like, I've probably seen one MasterChef in my life.
And also, just like I say, it's I just enjoy design, and you know, like when we travelled, we were lucky enough to go to Australia, and we watched The Block, which I don't know if you've watched that, which is a Australian show where they have to build houses, and we went on the block tour to see the houses. I love design and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's also kind of an arty.
So you like these radios, see the
Yes,
little
no, I noticed
Bauhaus
straight away,
and,
yeah, for
and you
sure.
know, like
Yeah,
Art
yeah,
Deco and
yeah,
that kind of thing.
I love Art Deco.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah. In New York, my favorite building was the Chrysler Building.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Inside, have you been inside
We
then?
went inside. Yeah, they let you go
Man.
into the foyer, and that's about it. But it's stunning. Have you been in
Beautiful.
there?
I haven't, but I've seen pictures.
Pictures,
And
yeah.
I love the deco
Yeah,
look
and it
about
looks
it.
it's maintained beautifully.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely stunning. That was such a highlight for me.
This is, I think this is mid-century modern. This is from Mimi. Thank you, Mimi Rupp, for this. She gave me this. It's called a Weltron.
Okay.
I saw it in an Austin Powers movie.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Well, there we go. Yeah, that's appropriate.
Mid-century modern. Just love it. All right. Your favorite dessert then?
Actually, nothing too fancy. Probably a creme brulee. I like the texture.
Creme brulee.
Yeah.
Nothing too fancy, she says. Just a creme brulee. You have to cook it up with egg whites and egg yolks, and then it's more difficult to make than a freaking
It is, you're right.
than what's
right.
it called, a Benedict. It's like
Yes, you're right. But I like the textures of it. You know what I mean? I like that crackle on the top.
you like, and then
Yeah.
okay, no, simple little creme brulee. Your favorite TV series?
Probably MasterChef, or actually, what's the other one? Oh, that's Strictly Come Dancing. No, but the other cooking one that we watch.
Oh, the cooking one.
The Australian MasterChef.
Oh, Australian
And
MasterChef.
also The Block, I really enjoy.
I must have a look at The Block.
And I like watching the property shows.
Oh,
Yeah, there's some lovely ones.
the
on
houses.
tapes, yeah, beautiful. Like, I love that, because I love the design. I mean, I considered architecture for a few minutes, and then...
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Shame, we were just talking about John Rushmere
Yes,
passing on
yes.
yesterday or the day before, I think. And he was on the show, and I just
really
architecture.
appreciate that. I
He
know.
was unbelievable.
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
that Onion Row,
Yes,
And,
yes. That was years before its time.
beautiful.
Yes.
And there's a house
Really
here in
good.
River Road as well, and then
Yeah,
and of course
yeah.
the stadium.
Yeah.
Just so much depth in there, so
Yes,
much
yes,
stuff to look for, and
yes.
like, oh, why is that like that, and why is that?
Yeah,
like that? I
yeah.
just love
So
it.
that's also wherever we go, I always like to look at the buildings. You know, Singapore is insane, really. The buildings.
really?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, best way to decompress.
Just probably put my feet up and have the cats on my lap.
Cat, so you're a cat
Yes,
lady.
yes,
She's a cat
yes,
lady, yeah?
Very much so. When we
Bonkers, these
when
people.
we moved back from England, we even bought the cat. Cats sometimes choose you.
Yes.
And we weren't, when we lived in England, we weren't going to have animals because we often traveled.
Okay.
But then a cat chose us. And of course, when we moved back, and my son was like young, there's no way the cat wasn't coming. So the cat came back, flew first class SAA, and we flew cheap seats via Dubai. And it flew a few days before we left.
How much?
And
How
we-
much did it cost?
And we left, we used to live under the flight path to Heathrow. And we dropped the cat off at Heathrow in its box. And we went home and had a braai. And we saw the cat flying over.
Flying over.
And it came to South Africa, and then it befriended some. Well, it didn't actually, because it meowed in a British accent, and the local cats couldn't understand. So,
Meow.
so very much a cat I enjoy
Okay.
being with the cats.
Cat
really.
lady.
Yeah, I know. That's a very much.
How
a
many
different
cats
place.
do you
We
have?
only have 2 at the moment. So. Yeah.
Gordon Bennett. Oh, sorry. No, no.
so-
We just have. I've had cats. I said no more cats. Dogs now.
Yeah, so that's a real straight away decompress, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cats.
for sure, yes.
I like that. Your hobbies? Any hobbies?
Just food, I suppose. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
like cooking.
Yes, I do. I just like the creative process.
Your
of it
husband
and-
should be much more chubby than he is now. He's looking quite slim, Jim. There we go. And what's something that you're proud to say is behind you?
behind me. Oh
Yeah.
goodness me. What should I say?
So worst job.
I suppose, yeah, no, I don't know. I suppose lots of studying, although that doesn't stop because in my job, we continue.
Yeah.
And like most jobs. I mean,
CPD points.
But yes. Who thought of that? I mean, what's that about?
I know.
Yeah.
What is that anyway?
But when I think about it, and also, yeah, those intense, well, I mean, you still do it, but those intense jobs that we did, there's a reason why, like the restaurant jobs and all that are done by
Yeah.
20-year-olds.
Yeah.
I don't know how we did it.
Oh,
you
the
know.
energy, I know.
So I think, so I'd like to still have that amount of energy, but I'm quite glad that long having to, well, I say that and then look at what's happening this week, you know. Like, after this, I'll go back to the theatre, so
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
really end.
But this is something that you really love.
Yes, that's right.
Clearly.
So I suppose having to do things that, because it's a means to an end, you have to do it. Yeah. So some of those things I'm glad are behind me. Yeah.
Okay, your greatest inspiration there for your last one. How about that?
Oh, there's so
Mentors.
many things. No, there's so many things. I mean, beauty inspires me. So people that are very disciplined at what they do and have got the drive to excel at what they do, I have so much time and so much admiration for them. So no matter what it is, like we talked about architecture, the people that take the time and have the eye to do things to absolutely flawlessly, I just am so inspired by people like that.
It's
So,
a flawless kind of job that architecture is.
Yeah, yeah.
When they finish a building, they finish a thing, and it's just got to be perfect. The light coming in there, the thing coming
Yes,
there,
yeah,
this area for this area for that.
Yes,
It's got to be.
And then I'm always amazed, like I always say to my friends, you know, once I'm friends with you, you're stuck with me because then I'm friends with them for life, you know.
Yes.
And
So
that's
you're
true.
loyal.
So yes, very much. And my friends inspire me in lots of different ways as well.
Yeah.
And also you meet people like now with this the dance festival. I mean, I didn't know Carol Ann. I didn't know. I mean, I knew them kind of as a face in the crowd, Linda. I've learned so much from them,
Yes.
you know, and we work so well together, and that to me is so inspiring because it's like such a cliche, but it shows you that when you work together
Yes.
and you've got each other's backs, and there's
Yeah.
no, well, so and so did that.
Yeah.
You just cover for each other. I pick something up if you've dropped it without even telling you you've dropped it.
Yeah.
And that is so inspiring.
Oh,
to me.
Caroline and you good friends. I thought you'd been friends for ages. You will be friends forever.
Yeah, for sure. No, no.
You're very similar in a lot of ways. Isn't it?
So people, just everyday people inspire me in lots of different ways. And people who do, like I sometimes help at the Dream Dress Drive at Warm Methodist. And the people the people that do that, it's just the way.
What is that about
That's
again?
the people at Warm Methodist. It's Ron Shea, Carthew, and Kezia. And you know, people that have had their matric dance dress hanging in their cupboard forever.
Yes.
And then they donate it, and then we have a day where people that can't afford to
Come and
they come in
marvelous.
and they walk out looking like $1 million in a dress and everything else. I mean, designer numbers, the works, and the people. Such empathetic people. Like I've seen such kindness and such grace extended to people, and that just inspires me so much.
Lovely. I love woman myths like that.
Yeah.
Been around so many years, so many generations have taken that
So
lead.
I think a lot of people have inspired me in like hugely. It really, really, it's just I'm blown away by people and their hidden talents where it just comes so naturally. And they don't realize how amazing they are. You know?
Oh, for sure. Let's have a look at a couple more comments. Davina, that's a cousin there for sure.
Yeah.
Davina must be
I mean, she
one
said
of the
she was
Lovemores
She said
there.
she was going to
you
watch
know.
from Sussex. So
Yes, she's watching from Sussex. Hello, Davina. Lovely to see you. She's on quite often, you know, so we love her. Well, cheers to Davina.
Yes, cheers.
Absolutely, for supporting all the time as well. And I see Philip Loebscher is, how's it, Philip? And Linda van der Veste is all the way from Queenstown,
Oh, wow. There we go.
from Komani. Linda, lovely to see you as well. We miss you, man. Come and visit. And then Philip Loebscher, I see there at the bottom. He's in the States now. And Dr. Philip Loebscher, he was our GP for years.
Yes.
Fantastic, nice to see. And I hope he's still playing his guitar. Very nice. But Nici, thank you so much.
No, thank you.
NMB Dance Festival,
Yes.
web tickets. Make sure you get your tickets.
Yeah.
Get there and
We'll see you there as well.
and we'll be there. And thank you for my medal. I feel honored. I've got the medal. And we'll see you next week, Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. And we're ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
You can hit it then, Phil.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle.